All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're taking a journey deep into the heart of the Amazon rainforest. This place is on another level. A world of breathtaking scale, creatures you can't even imagine, and some really big mysteries that are, believe it or not, vital to our entire planet. So, to kick things off, we're going to start with a pretty captivating mystery, one that, from a distance, honestly looks like something pulled straight out of a fantasy movie. So, here's the big question. Are there actual rivers of gold flowing through the Amazon? It sounds crazy, I know, but the images that spark this whole thing are absolutely extraordinary. From space, astronauts saw what looked for all the world like rivers of pure gold weaving through the jungle. But is it for real? And look, this wasn't some myth or an ancient legend. These were actual official photographs taken by NASA from the International Space Station showing these glittering veins snaking through the massive green forest below. But the reality behind this beautiful image is, well, it's a bit of a gut punch. Those shimmering rivers aren't rivers of gold at all. They're the reflection of the sun, bouncing off thousands and thousands of pits filled with mud and water. The scars left behind by illegal gold mining. A pretty stark reminder of human impact right from the get-go. Okay, so that startling image gives us a glimpse of what's happening, but to really get what's at stake here, you have to appreciate the sheer mind-boggling scale of the Amazon. Let's just start with the size. We're talking 5.5 million square kilometers. I mean, try to even picture that. It's a rainforest so vast, it's almost impossible for our brains to fully comprehend. And yeah, an ecosystem this huge can't be contained by just one country. The Amazon actually stretches across 9 different nations in South America. It's a true continental treasure. And inside that enormous area, an estimated 390 billion individual trees. That's billion with a B. It's a number so large it just becomes an abstract idea, a forest of almost unimaginable density. So what do all those trees do? Well, together, they produce a staggering 20% of the world's oxygen. And that, right there, is exactly why the Amazon is famously, and very accurately, called the lungs of the earth. It's not just a cool nickname, it's literally what it does. But here's the thing, this vibrant, living world is as dangerous as it is beautiful. It's home to creatures that really defy imagination, showing off some of evolution's most creative and sometimes, yeah, terrifying results. First up, say hello to the Goliath bird eater. It's the world's largest spider, with a leg span the size of a dinner plate. But what makes it even weirder? Unlike most spiders, it can actually make a hissing sound to tell predators to just back off. Then you've got something like this, the glass frog. And no, that's not an X-ray. Its skin is literally so see-through you can watch its little heart beating and see its organs just doing their thing right inside its body. It's incredible. And from the completely transparent, we move to the terrifyingly toxic. This beautiful little creature is the golden poison dart frog. Its super bright colors are basically a giant warning sign because its skin secretes a poison so potent it can kill 10 grown men. Now let's look up. High above in the canopy, you'll find the undisputed king of the Amazonian sky, the harpy eagle. It's got a wingspan of up to 6.5 feet, and it hunts things like sloths and monkeys. But its real power is in its talons. They're 5 inches long. To put that in perspective, they are longer than the claws of a grizzly bear. Back down on the forest floor, we find the heavyweight champion, the green anaconda. It's not the longest snake in the world, but it is by far the heaviest, a titan of pure muscle, weighing up to 250 kilograms. It doesn't need venom, it just crushes its prey, which can include animals as tough as jaguars. The wonders of the Amazon don't just stop at the land, though. Its rivers form a world all their own, filled with power, mystery, and their own unique inhabitants. The rivers themselves hold some wild scientific puzzles. Deep in the jungle, there's a river that literally boils. It reaches nearly 100 degrees Celsius. But the real mystery? Unlike other thermal rivers, there's no volcano anywhere nearby to explain where all that heat is coming from. And then there's the Amazon River itself. To give you an idea of its power, just think about this. The amount of water that flows out of the Amazon in a single second is greater than the combined flow of the world's next 5 largest rivers. All of them, combined. Now, in a river that powerful, you would expect to find an equally powerful apex predator. So let me introduce you to the black caiman, the true king of the Amazon's waters. The numbers on this creature are just staggering. It can grow up to 20 feet long and weigh half a ton. It's a true modern-day dinosaur, perfectly adapted to rule these waters. To put its power in perspective, a human bite clocks in around 162 psi. A lion, the king of the savanna, gets up to about 1,000 psi. The black caiman? A staggering 6,000 psi. That is just bone-shattering power. But for all this incredible wildlife, all these amazing animals, we have to remember that the Amazon is not some empty wilderness. For thousands of years, it's been a home to people. An estimated 30 million people live within the Amazon basin, and they belong to around 350 distinct indigenous groups. Many live in this deep, incredible harmony with the forest, and some tribes, believe it or not, remain completely uncontacted by the outside world, even to this day. And this brings us full circle, right back to where we started our story, the clash between this ancient world and the pressures of our modern one. Because for all its vastness, the Amazon is fragile. In just the last 50 years, think about that, just 50 years, a shocking 20% of the entire rainforest has been destroyed by deforestation. 1/5 of this vital ecosystem just gone. And that leaves us with a final, unavoidable question to really think about. We call the Amazon the lungs of the Earth for a pretty good reason. So if the Earth's lungs are allowed to fail, what do you think happens to the rest of our world?